So we're recording now. And okay, so basically you need something to write with, like, and something to write on, because the number one thing for earning any trip is to track and make a plan. So that's what I'm here to help you with tonight. Hey, Jen. I want to help you guys make a plan to earn this trip. And I'm not going to do this individual by individual by individual. I'm going to try to give you an overview, try to give you the tools so you can plan out your own trip and how you want to earn it. So if you would like to mute yourself, you can, but you don't have to. It does cut down on feedback if you do that, but please at any time interject. I have no like set script that I'm following. I never do. It's always just floating out of my ears or out of my mouth, I should say. So the first thing you need to do is decide on which level of the trip you want to earn. If you're aiming for anything less than level 3, don't. Aim for level 3 at a minimum. You want an all expenses paid trip to somewhere. Aim for level 3 minimum. You can all do it. All right? So don't aim for level 1. Don't aim for level 2. If you aim for level 3 and you miss, you might still get level 2 or level 1. It's way better to do that than to aim for level 1 and miss. So always aim just outside your comfort zone. If you are already aiming for level 3, let's push it and start aiming for level 4, because I can't even tell you how amazing these trips are. This will be my 5th incentive trip. They have all been above and beyond, totally amazing. Scentsy spoils us like nobody else. And you guys have seen the pictures. They speak for themselves. So you want to get there. And if you can get there all expenses paid, even better. So you start with your base number of points. Don't be concerned too much with the credits needed from activities other than personal sales. I'm looking at the chart that was on the workstation. I know that sounds confusing, but literally what that means is you can't buy your way to the incentive. So you can't put in $30,000 worth of PRV and earn the trip, right? I mean, first of all, that would be crazy. But second of all, you can't do that. You have to have other things. But since he has these cool consistency points and other things that are built in here to help you earn those things. So that's the first thing. Second of all, you're going to earn 1,000 points for every front line that you have that certifies during the incentive period. So take a minute and think, do you have anybody that you recruited in July? Are they going to certify anytime in the next 6 months? Because if they are, go ahead and give yourself 1,000 points for that. Okay, that's kind of baseline. We want to start with all the baseline points, and then we'll figure out what we have to sell each month after that. So this is going to be a baseline point. So if you have someone that's going to certify already recruited, they just haven't certified yet, give yourself 1,000 points. Otherwise, let's go ahead and set a goal for certified consultants during the next 6 months, okay? This part always scares people because recruiting can seem scary and it might be something that you've never done before. But you know what? If you want to earn a free trip, you're going to have to do things you've never done before. You're going to have to go like outstretch your arms to the widest boundaries of your comfort zone and even further beyond that. You need to totally switch things up. So you need to have a minimum of 2 recruits every single month. So start thinking about, and one of the things that you should do right after this call tonight is write a list of 50 people. We're not going to intimidate ourselves with 100. Let's just go with 50. Write a list of 50 people that you see Scentsy fitting into their life. Or maybe they've mentioned it in the past, but they haven't hopped that fence yet. 50 people tonight. Write that list. Those are your target people that you're going to, I say target, that sounds so sketchy. It's not like you're going to like hunt them down, right? This is just, you're going to have intentional conversations with them over the next couple of weeks. That's all that means. That means making sure that you spend some time with them, connect with them on Facebook, comment on their posts. Don't just like them. Try to reform that connection, especially if they're kind of estranged from you. And you know what? They might not join in August. That's okay. They might not join in September. That's okay. But even if they join in December, that can still earn you 1,000 points. So you want to have a list of 50 going into this. So you can have at least 2 new recruits. Now, of those 2 new recruits, a minimum of 1 should be certifying every single month. So that is going to be 6,000 points from having certified frontline. That's a minimum. So 6,000 points, just like that. I'm going to write these numbers down so I can keep track of them. These are minimums. We want to get to level 3. Okay. Next, you need, along with getting these recruits, right, you're going to be promoting. Because as you're recruiting, maybe, hopefully, 1 or 2 of your new people are going to be recruiting as well. So that means a title promotion. Now, I can't go through each individual person and say, well, you're this, so you're going to promote here, and you're this, so you're going to promote here. But I can tell you, when you promote, your minimum number of points that you're going to get is 1,500 points. So if you're sitting at certified, which several of you are, you're going to get 1,500 points just for certifying. So this is certified frontline.
I mean lead.
I'm sorry, just for getting lead. Yes, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
You do get 1,000 points for certifying, but all of you are at least certified. If you also promote to star during this period, which the qualifications for lead and star really aren't far apart. And if you're recruiting 2 people a month over the next 6 months, that's 12 people, you guys. That means by the time this incentive period's over, you're going to have a minimum team of 13, right? The 12 plus you. That will get you star consultant. If everyone on your team has a minimum number of sales, you will get star. So let's add star in there too. It might not be until November. It might not be in August. That's okay. So you're going to get 2,000 points for star. Now, the next level of points, so let me go on, right? Obviously, if you're already at star, you're going to count your points for promoting to superstar consultant. And if you're aiming for director and you feel like this is your year, your team is motivated, you're achieving paid at title marks, or you're close to it every month throughout the summer, you know, go ahead and assume that you're going to get those 5,000 points for promoting to director, because it's very possible anything can happen in November, you guys, or October. October and November tend to be the biggest months during the fall season. So make sure you account for those points, even if it's pushing it a little bit, because again, you want to push yourself during this incentive period. So the next one is a title consistency. So if you right now are a certified consultant, you're not going to get these 2,500 points for title consistency. If you're lead or above, and you get paid as a lead or above throughout the next 6 months, you will get your title consistency. So if you're certified, this is going to be a 0 column, no big deal, unless somehow you promote to lead right now before 3 a.m. tonight, and it's fine, right? You know what? Because there's going to be other ways to earn points other than this, because you get the most promotion points throughout this time. Someone like me, I'm already a star director. I'm not going to get any of those promotion points unless somehow I promote to superstar director this fall. So it's not, it ends up being fair in the end. So if you're lead or above, go ahead and give yourself the 2,500 points for being paid at title or above for the next 6 months, because that is your goal, which means if you're a star consultant now, you need to get paid as a star consultant in August, September, October, November, December, January, or above. So if you promote, then you get paid at a minimum of a star consultant. Does that make sense? It is kind of a weird thing, but as
5 out of 6 months, right?
5 out of 6 months, exactly. So if you're a star consultant and you don't make star consultant numbers in August, that's okay, as long as you make them the next 5 months. So.
Hey, Jamie.
Yeah.
Would that count too if you make lead like in August? Could it count for 5 months after that?
Nope. It's entry title. There was so much controversy about this among leaders, and even on the director call today, they were talking about it, because some of them said yes and some of them said no, and then it was finally like, no, They have to be lead or above. This is a leadership bonus for coming into incentive period with the title of lead. So that's just how it is. But when you promote to lead, you'll get 1,500 points, which is, you know, almost that 2,500 that you would have had. So it's kind of a trade-off there. Okay. The other thing you're going to get is a paid at title points. So let's say you are, I'm just going to go with certified because that's what most of our group is, certified. If you're a certified consultant, you are not going to get any paid at title. Oops, am I jumping ahead of myself? Paid at entry title, consistency. Sorry, I just like confused myself. I flipped my pages around. Okay. Never mind. Okay. You will get a consistency for having 500 PRV or more. That is a minimum in this, in earning a cruise. So give yourself 2,500 points for having a minimum of 500 PRV. Now we have 2 more things to add in, actually 3 more things to add in. So one is all of your new recruits. So remember we had 12 recruits, 6 of them are going to certify. 6 of them certify. Let's go ahead and say that 3, we're going to be conservative, 3 of your 12 reach sensational start level 1. That's super conservative, you guys, especially in the fall. So if 3 of your newbies reach level 1, that's another 1,500 points that you get, as long as they hit that sensational start before the end of January. So this means, and this is like one of the tricky things, this means if you recruit somebody in January, they have until the end of January to hit that first sensational start level, because they have to get all the paperwork and everything done for the incentive. They can't extend the incentive 70 days beyond the end of January. So anybody you're going to count on those points for needs to be recruited and well on their way to sensational start before January, which if you're following this plan, they will be. So that's for sensational start level 1. More than likely, you're going to get maybe a sensational start level 2. That's another 1,000 points there, you guys. Maybe, this is a big maybe because sensational start level 3 is crazy hard, but totally doable. You get 2,000 points, you guys, for sponsoring somebody that hit sensational start level 3. So that is crazy. And that's what our restart level 3 was, right? It's 3,000 PRV and 3 active frontline, or 6,000 PRV in those 70 days. So crazy, crazy. If you went to SFR, you can give yourself another 2,000 points. So that's Teresa and Anne Marie on this call. So now you take your total number of points that you've given yourself. I've been marking down the basic certified level, right, which was 6,000 points for certified frontline, 1,500 for getting to lead, 2,000 for getting to star, 2,500 for having a minimum of 500 PRV, and 1,500 for your 3 sensational start level 1s. We add all that up. I have the loudest calculator ever.
Sound like you're doing taxes.
I know, right? So here we're at 13,500. Look at that. With a very conservative estimate over the next 6 months, you're already at almost level 1. We haven't even counted PRV in this, you guys. You get 1 point for every PRV. So let's say that you want to hit that level 3 or 4, whatever you want to hit, right? You take the difference and divide it by 6, and that's what you need to average over the next 6 months. So in this scenario, and it's going to sound crazy hard, but it's not if you push yourself. I'm going to tell you a story to make you think this. Okay, so let me just do this math really quick. 2,500 or 25,000 minus 13,500 equals 11,500 divided by 6. So look, we're at just under 2,000 a month. So let's say 2,000 a month just to be sure, because plus you want that extra bonus, right? You want that extra 5%.
Well,
so
you're already getting 500 PRV based on the plan, so it's really another additional 1,500 a month.
Exactly. So 2,000 PRV a month, 2 recruits a month over the next 6 months, and that all expenses paid trip is yours. Throw in a couple extra certified people throw in a couple extra sensational start people, which is going to happen, and you have level 4. It really is that easy. So let's think about, I already told you to have 50 people, and we're going to hone in on those. But let's also think about ways that we're going to get our 2,000 PRV. The best way to get your 2,000 PRV every month is the P word, right? It's parties, which maybe you're partying in your business, maybe you're not. But let's look at it like this, right? The average home party is about between 400 and 500 PRV. So if you have to get 2,000 PRV, and we'll just say on the low side, we'll say it's 300 is your average party, you need to have 6, 7 parties every month. The best scenario is for you to have 8 parties every month, because you know what? One of them is probably going to cancel. We know that. Or 2 are going to cancel. And you know what? These don't have to be home parties. Obviously, home parties are the most successful way to interact with your customers. If you have 7 $300 parties in a month, you're going to hit your 2,000. And you know what? You're probably also going to get way more recruits than 2 if you're partying 7 times a month, because you're getting in front of that many people. If the average $300 home party has 5 or 6 people in it, then they're going to book, right? And then their friends are going to book. And now you have a well-oiled Scentsy party machine. You have perpetual parties coming in. You have new recruits coming in. You have new customers coming in. These customers are going to give you return orders in the spring when you're dying for money, right? This is setting you up for a super strong business, you guys. So if you take this incentive seriously and you put your game face on and you say, you know what? I don't care what that inner voice in my head is telling me. I don't care that all these people think I can't do this. I'm doing this because this is my business and I'm in control of it. This is what you can do, guys. You can say, I'm doing this. I don't care what's going on over here. I'm doing me, and I'm earning this trip. And that honestly, that mentality is what has gotten me to earn the past 5 incentives. Some of them have been so hard. Disney was incredibly hard to earn without any personal promotion points. I did not promote that year. I did it all on recruiting and sales. It was so hard. Last year, we got a little bit more points with consistency. This year is so much more doable. They're giving us those frontline 1,000 points plus the sensational start points, plus the consistency paid at title points, which is huge if you are a leader above. So it is an incredible point structure that's really setting everyone up to earn this trip. I sincerely believe that Scentsy is buying this boat out, and there's going to be a record number of people on this boat, like literally. So with that said, I think I'm going to stop here, the recording.